are notorious for doing this. And this is why so many guys are confused. Well, I'm a nice guy. I do everything she says. I like anime. I'm cool. I'm funny, I think. You're ugly. What are you talking about? I have to repeat myself like a broken record because you guys fall for the feminist propaganda every single day. The female propaganda every day. And I'm probably the only one on the internet that's telling you guys, hey, wake up. This is how women think. This is what they really do. This is how they really move. One of the few call it like it is. So yeah, if were actually honest about what they find attractive and what they want in a partner, none of us would respect them as equals or take them seriously. They'll sit there and tell you what they want, right? Charming, like nice, a good guy, believes in God, scared of God. Well, here's what they don't tell you. As they're sitting here describing this man to you that they find attractive, what they're not telling you in the back of their mind is that he's tall, he's jacked, he has good tattoos, he's good looking, etc. Have this horrible habit of assuming attraction. Then they tell you what they want on top of that. I'm gonna say that again for you. All you blue pill stars that can't understand the woman needs and don't understand how women think. You Dr. Phil, you Dr. Oz, you Pierce Morgan that don't know about but think that they should be equal to us because you're egalitarian dumb. Here's an ugly little trick that you need to realize and know and understand how move. When describe the man that they want, fearing God, good man, Christian ethics, nice, caring, blah, blah, blah. They already have a guy in their mind as they're describing this to you. Do you understand? So in other words, they're giving you the accentuations. They're giving you the dressing. They're not giving you the salad. Do you understand? They're basically telling you, I like balsamic vinaigrette. But what they're not telling you is that it needs to be a kale salad with no croutons. Do you understand? Are notorious for doing this. And this is why so many guys are confused. Well, I'm a nice guy. I do everything she says. I like anime. I'm cool. I'm funny, I think. You're ugly. What are you talking about? You look like Quasimodo. But I thought personality was the most important thing. No. When she described her dream man to you, she was envisioning some 6'3" Chad. All the other that she's telling you are just the cherry on top. This is why nice guys get cooked so much. Because you dumb actually believe what they say. You actually believe the dumb they say. Don't give a about none of that God-fearing nice guy if you don't meet the bare minimums first. And this is where so many guys get tripped up. They actually listen to what say and believe it, not knowing that when a woman is describing what she wants, she's already assuming attraction, and this is key, man.
Welcome, punch!
I'm going to say that again for you stupid in the back, because some of you guys are blue pill. When describe the man that they want, the dream guy that they want, and they describe personality traits, they already have a guy in mind from a physicality standpoint that's ideal for them. Don't like to talk about physical traits often because it makes them look shallow and opportunistic. Don't like you knowing their actual strategy. Because if men understood real strategy and how they move, no one would respect them. Do you get that? They fought like 100 years for equality. You think they're about to concede the game now when they got all the leverage and say the ugly things that come alongside hypergamy, the unflattering realities? Because let me tell you what they would really say in an ideal world where they're not lying. If were 100% honest, this is what they would tell your dumb right here. I want a guy that's 6 foot plus, making $100,000 per year, visible abs, good shape, not too muscular, don't want him to have the steroid look, more like an Abercrombie model. I'm not too big on race, but I'd prefer if he was white, but if he was hot and he was black, I'd be okay with that. Definitely not Indian. Chinese men are disgusting. He can't have a weird off-the-boat accent. I want him to be educated, but it's not necessarily required if he makes $100,000 or more. I need him to be a nice guy when he meets my family, but at the same time, tell me I'm a stupid when I need it and could put me in my place. I also want him to love dogs, even though I'm allergic to them. I also want him to love kids, but not necessarily force me to have a kid while I'm still at my peak. Maybe we can have one when I'm like 28, 29, 30. I want to be a nice guy to everybody else and to me, but also be able to tell me to shut the up when I need it and put me in my place. But not all the time. I also want to be so hot where my girlfriends are all jealous every time I walk into a room with him and they all want to him, but he doesn't them. And I also want him to be able to have with other girls, but for some odd reason restrain himself from having sex with and always pick me, no matter how fat, rude, and obnoxious I am. Also, I want him to have all these traits while I give nothing in return. That is how women really think. Now, freeze frame that, dumb. If actually came out and said all of these things, what would you think? I think we all know the answer. Take these rights away. Get them out of here. Second-class citizens again. Repeal the 19th. None of us would take them seriously anymore if they actually came out and said these things. But this is what they actually think. You're welcome. The reason why I'm still on YouTube right now at this moment is because a lot of you stupid need to hear this. I've been wanting to cut to OSS for about 30 minutes now, but a lot of you guys need to get this through your head because a lot of you guys are cards. I have to repeat myself like a broken record because you guys fall for the feminist propaganda every single day. The female propaganda every day. And I'm probably the only one on the internet that's telling you guys, hey, wake up. This is how we really think. This is what they really do. This is how they really move. One of the few call like it is. While Dr. Phil and Pierce Morgan and all these other over here lying to you guys about females, I'm telling you the ugly truth. Now, knowing what you know, if they admitted the things I just told you, which a majority of them think that way, by the way, would you take them serious? I think we all know the answer to that.
Nope.
So they can't admit these unflattering realities because they don't even know what they want. Ask her what she wants for lunch. She can't answer the question. I don't know. Throw a football to her way. Hey, babe, catch. Oh. Bro, these don't know what to eat. They can't catch a football. Zero coordination or reflexes. But they want to sit there and say, I'm going to put a hyphen in my last name because I'm equal to you. Out of here. Out of here. She got no hands and can't catch a football. Got zero coordination, but want to sit there and say she equal to you. Wake up. Wake up. This is the knowledge that they don't want you to know. This is the that's been kept me demonetized for 2 years. This is that people get mad at me about because I expose the female hypocrisy and their mindset of what they think they deserve versus what they actually bring to the table. This is why I'm shadow banned. This is why I get in trouble so much. This is why these weirdo articles, these weirdo news companies write articles on me all the time. Oh, misogynist. Oh, my God, this guy hates blah, blah, blah. No, I just understand them. If you understand, there's no way you can respect them as equals because they're not. And it's always been that way, by the way, FYI. Outside of like the last 100 years, it's always been that way. We made way more progress when we're second-class citizens versus now. Now that they're equal, now look at society's cooked. So yeah, if were actually honest about what they find attractive and what they want in a partner, none of us would respect them as equals or take them seriously. So they had to say politically correct things like, I want a nice guy that likes dogs. I want a guy that's charitable. I want a guy that fears God, blah, blah, blah. They don't tell you all the other I just told you for obvious reasons. The female mating strategy, guys, is inherently selfish and dark triad. I'm sorry. There's a reason why when the took over France, the slept with the immediately. They are designed to monkey branch. They are designed to submit to the strongest man. A woman's biology cannot allow her to be loyal unequivocally. I'm sorry. It goes against their survival strategy. Since they don't have the ability to defend themselves physically, they must acquiesce to the strongest man in their proximity. Do you understand? And what that basically means is hypergamy. Better deal comes along, I'm out. Stronger man comes along, I'm out. Why? It's a survival tactic. So when you guys say this dumb to me about, oh, this girl did this, or I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Also, always peel the layers back, reverse engineer it, and you're going to realize the that you're dealing with is simply hypergamy. Better guy came along, you don't have together, L. It's that simple. Really, a lot of the times. A lot of you guys complicate like rocket science. Like, no, bro. No. They're just opportunists. That's what they are. They are and reproductive opportunists. And you can't get mad at them. God made them that way. It's fine, actually. I don't get mad at this. But this is how survive, and this is how they've survived for thousands of years while being the weaker and more vulnerable gender.